Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We've got some incredibly good news here. Legendary has sold a minority stake to Apollo, a firm, for, a cool breezy 760 million. That's fine. The real good news is Legendary has regained control of their company. Now, why is that good? Well, Wanda, the Chinese company, in 2016 bought Legendary, right? And from there, you only have to look at the films in terms of how they've done, what they've changed, just how they move forward, to understand that that was potentially a bad move, because Legendary lost creative control over their decision making. Now, not everything coming out of Legendary was bad. Let's get that completely clear. But the fact that they've now got back creative control is nothing but a good thing. I think this is fantastic news. Really, really, really good. Now, this comes to us in Deadline. So let's take a look at this. Legendary Entertainment, the production company behind film franchises like Dune, Enola Holmes, and also Godzilla. Remember, Godzilla. Sold a minority stake to the private equity firm Apollo for a breezy cool $760 million. Which is, it's interesting, right? Because under this deal, Legendary management will regain operational control, strategic control, creative control of the company. They're back in the saddle. They're back in the reins. And the Chinese giant Daelan Wanda will reduce its ownership position, but they will still be a majority shareholder. So in an interview with Deadline, Legendary CEO Josh Grode declined to provide a full valuation for Legendary, and basically the transaction didn't center on that, and they have not revealed the percentage of the company which was sold off, but it is a minority that they sold to Apollo. So they haven't quantified that, but it is described in the official announcement as significant, but even though minority. So two opposing terminologies there, I guess. But Wanda bought Legendary for $3.5 billion in 2016, which was, again, huge. Huge at the time, but this is huge now. So Grode has described fielding multiple inbound offers in recent months and said several scenarios were considered, including a full takeover or participation in a deal with a special purpose acquisition company, or SPAC. The media and entertainment sector has benefited and seen a surge of investment of late, much of it private equity aimed at capitalizing on the streaming boom, i.e., that makes a lot of sense why Legendary has been selling series off to, likes of Apple TV Plus or whatever it's called. So that makes perfect sense. Now you've also got, the backdrop of corporate M&A, mergers pending, Discovery, Warner Media, Amazon, MGM. We've got Hello Sunshine and Comelon. There's loads and loads of deals going on, but this is still surprising because they have got full control back again. So the minority investment comes after Legendary had its most profitable year to date in 2021, and the company said in announcing the transaction it is ramping up production on a number of new film and TV projects in the US and globally. Now that is great news, and you got to remember this comes after we'd already had announced the Godzilla Kaiju Monarch series, right? So they must be doing pretty well. They posted their most profitable year to date. Again, irrespective of what you think of the films, specifically the quality, I would like to think that yes, they've made good profit. Now they're back in the saddle control-wise. They are then also signifying that they're ramping up production. I would say that this is nothing but good news because, again, creative control, back to Legendary, you get things pre-2016 quality again, which I think is pretty good. If you take, Godzilla, for instance, sure, Godzilla 2014's trailer may have been a little bit misleading on, where they were going with that film, but still, I enjoyed that film. I thought it was a decent film, and you look at it by comparison to Godzilla King of the Monsters and things like that, there were declines in quality in certain aspects here and there. And Legendary's been pretty good at trying to listen to people. But you've also got to remember them being part owned by Wanda. they would have had to have appeased the Chinese market. Now, they may still try to appease the Chinese market, of course, but they're now back in control, which is, again, nothing but a good thing. So Legendary was founded in 2004 by Thomas Tull, who left the company in 2017 after selling control of the firm to Wanda. So obviously he just made his money and was like, see ya. Films associated with Legendary have brought in $18 billion in global box office. So you got Godzilla vs. Kong, Dune, Enola Holmes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's not going to do great. That's been sold off to Netflix anyway. So on the TV side, Legendary titles have included Lost in Space. I didn't know they were behind that, but fine. Carnival Row. With upcoming series including Paper Girls and Light Years, Legendary has comic book, VR, licensing and merchandising divisions. They're a pretty big company. And again, good creative control. Finally, good. Apollo has long been active in the media business, buying large interests in assets like local TV station groups and production giant Endemol Shine, which it teamed with Disney to sell to Banijay in 2020. So Legendary had been on the comeback when COVID began its disruptive sweep across the world in 2020 with multiple blockbusters on Warner Brothers' slate. The company found itself at the center of a heated debate in Hollywood because Warner Media were like, we're just going to put your titles on our streaming platform. And Legendary were like, we're going to seek legal action. So it didn't go down too well, to be perfectly honest. You know, and then it was reported, it's like cost them a significant amount of money. But Grode said the uncertainties facing the movie business did not drive the transaction. We didn't need to do this now, he said. We have a significant amount of cash on our balance sheet. The influx of funding from Apollo positions us for what we believe is the future, which is a lot of M&A opportunities. Nevertheless, Grode conceded models have changed the movie business, and it's still too early to know the full impact of release window changes on businesses like Legendary's until we really know that everybody is taking a fairly cautious approach. Legendary is known for its world-class content and franchise features and has strong relationships with top studios and streaming platforms alike. This is from Apollo, the private equity firm. In making this fund investment, we were excited by the velocity in their television and film business, the strong management team, and the massive secular tailwinds driving the industry. Basically, sounds like they know that they've got some pretty good things in the pipeline. Already, Legendary generates significant free cash flow that's reinvested in high-growth categories, and we also see compelling M&A opportunities ahead. We view Legendary as a platform for potential flow-on investments, and are excited to support Josh, Mary, Chris, Ron, and the rest of Legendary's team. So, the official announcement, Grode said the transaction validates our success to date and invigorates our growth plans with a strategic capital partner who shares our goal to grow the business. The creative leadership of Mary Parent, combined with our commitment to make culturally relevant, doesn't matter, that's whatever, entertaining content, that should have been first, entertaining content, allows us to continue to build on this success now with the support of Apollo, as well as with our partners Wanda. But this is nothing but good. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I think this is great news. Let me know what you think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. I think this bodes very well for the Godzilla universe. Yeah, very, very well. Anyway, cheers, guys. Give the video a like, a share, subscribe if you're new. Take care.